people? Welcome back to a new video. Today we are getting ready for the Twisty Sprint. A really fun event that happens every year in October sort of time. It's a great event, you get consistent runs back to back, and I mean you probably get about 10 runs a day, or 10 runs in the day, something like that. So you get quite a lot of seat time, and it's a really good event anyways. I like to do it every year. I mean, I did it last year, I enjoyed it, except last year was a bit of a shambles of a day. I ended up puncturing my rear tyre with a screw, which kind of lost me out on a really good run. And the weather wasn't really playing ball either. My bike ended up falling off the stand at the end, which is absolutely horrible. You know, it's just one of those things where it was just really bad luck. But this year, hopefully the weather is going to stay up. I mean, it's looking all right. Hopefully it's not going to rain on the weekend. I'm really praying, you know. I've got a DID chain to fit. I've got some new brake pads to fit front and rear. You know, we don't mess around, right? You know, I don't mess around when it comes to braking power. You need it for these tight and twisty corners. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Right, post-edit here. I just wanted to jump in here and give an absolutely massive, actually, you know what, matter of fact, absolutely huge thank you to EnduroLocker for sponsoring me for this year. They're absolute godsends, I'll tell you that much. Now, I'm going to show you lot their website. It's pretty neat and tidy, and if you can't find the bits you need, like pistons, tires, chains even, some other bits and bobs as well he's got going on, feel free to just ping them a message on their social medias. They're there for all your enduro needs and, you know, more for the dirt bikes and supermotos even. I mean, it's a bit ironic that a supermoto guy is sponsored by an enduro company, but we'll just move past that for now. They do all suspension work, they do all engine rebuilds, they do them quite frequently as well, and to quite a high standard, I'll say, from what I've seen. I'm getting my engine sent there pretty soon. Not to be rebuilt, but to be coated, because they've got EnduroLocker coatings, believe it or not. They do powder coating, they do Cerakoting. I'll leave a link to that in the description, and then you can check it out for yourselves. Here's the website anyways. You can pick anything from EnduroHog to, you can have it all. They do their own blankets too. It's just amazing. They're amazing people, and they've got their standard to the highest quality you can. Now, their products have worked well for me. Looks good on the bike. So I'm not going to complain. I choose EnduroLocker all day, every day. Alright, peace. So all I'm doing here is I'm changing my brake disc over onto my new Alpino wheel, because I don't have a separate front brake disc. I do really need to get one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna order one, actually speaking. But It can be a bit of a long-winded process, as since the front wheel is smaller on the race wheel, it's a 16.5, not a 17, and the brake disc is a 320, not a 310 or a 300 like they usually run. Getting my caliper in can be a bit of a challenge, and you'll see that coming up in a moment. So here I am, just putting the bolts in, only 2 bolts because I'm gonna have to undo them again. You'll see why in a moment. As you can sort of see from this angle, my brake caliper mount is like sort of too tough to get in while the brake disc is on. With the 17, it's completely fine. There's just that enough clearance. But because of the way the bracket is designed for the caliper to then fit over a bigger disc onto a bigger, well, not a bigger wheel per se, but yeah, over a bigger disc, it can be quite a bit of a challenge to get in. And now I'm just putting in all the bolts and doing them up in a crisscross pattern. Alright, now while I'm moving the bike around, getting it back on the stand, I want to just clear up what I'm going to be doing next to the bike. Now yes, I will be taking the rear wheel off and changing it out. I'm not just going to go half slick, half road tire like a dummy. I'm not like that, no. I do, however, change my chain. You will see me struggling a little bit with it. And then I'm taking off the stand. I take off my little rear light unit that holds the plate as well. Whatever you want to call that unit. So far, we've changed the front wheel over, we've changed the front number plate, and then we're going to clean the bike afterwards as well. A lot of it was done off of camera because my camera died. I'm not going to front with you guys, my camera died and I couldn't film the rest of it, okay? So you just got to bear with on that one. Now, while I'm doing the rest of the bits and bobs to the bike, I just want to explain my expectations going into Twisty Sprint. I'm looking to survive. That is all I want to do. I want to beat my time by last year, but honestly, it's not all that important. I just want to survive, because usually it's a wet event, and we're just praying for good weather. Now, I know I may be talking too much through the video, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of a send-off. Thank you guys for watching the video, it's much appreciated, and I hope you stayed to the end. Smash that subscribe button and that like button too. That's a new Endurolocker disc guard. Go get yourself one, they're amazing.
Run to me, confess your love, at least just say, confess your love.